my god, it's so hot. Okay, yo, I'm kind of nervous because this is my first video, but anyway, let's do this. So my name is Marian Nawakwi and I'm Zambian. I've wanted to make this video for a very long time now, but today I just got done with my part-time online job, and then I was checking my phone and somebody asked me about the same topic I wanted to make this video about. So I'm like, why not? Let me do it. But anyway, it's so damn hot today, but I'll just toughen it out. So basically, the topic for this video today is a lot of people have been asking me how I went to China from UNZA, because I always say, like, when somebody asks me like, oh, are you on self? When I was in China, like, are you on self? Are you on scholarship? And I would always be like, oh no, I'm on scholarship. How did you get it? I'm like, oh. Anyway, scholarships in China are available, I think, now. Like, people easily get them, or just school generally applying, especially for self. But I was on scholarship, and people asked me, was I doing my master's? Because I already graduated with my bachelor's. So no, I was not doing my master's. I was doing another bachelor's. Because when I was at UNZA in my third year, my friend Mpoli, shout out to you Mpoli, she told me about Chinese. Our other friend from class, Lily, told her about Chinese, and she was interested, and she came to sell it to me. She's like, oh, there's this, you can do Chinese, and after you're done, you can go to China, and yeah, whatnot and whatnot. So I was a bit interested, and I really just did want to learn a new language. So we went through to like Confucius Institute and inquired, and we were told, oh yeah, you can, but it's best if you're in your maybe your first or your second year, so that at least you do 2 years here. It was like what can I say? Anyway, like you do 2 years in China and 2 years in Zambia. So you start your 2 years, your first year and your second year, and you go do your third and fourth year in China, which makes it 4 years, which is a bachelor's as well. So yeah, and then we were told, no, you're a bit late and whatnot, but I went there with my other friends, Chichi and Prince and Leo Madaliso, yeah, and Polly. So they were like, oh, and we were like, no, we can do it. And there was this other Chinese lecturer who was like, I can help them, then they can, yeah, from there we can see what we can do. Yeah, so that's how they agreed. But the problem is that I had to register it under my UNZA student portal, like, so I had to go to School of Education, because I was at the School of Education at UNZA. Yeah, so went there, and I think the dean, at first he refused. He was like, no, this is too much. You already have like 8, I think I remember we had maybe 8 courses. Yeah, you already have like 8 courses, and you can't put 2 more courses in the foreign language. So at first they wanted to refuse, but we insisted, and we're like, we can do it, we can do it. Anyway, that's how they registered us. So that's how we were like a term late. But the Chinese lecturer that we had was really good. She helped us a lot, and it was simple, really, at first. It did get hard at some point, but it is simple. Let me not scare anyone. So the person who was asking me is at UNZA. So if you're at UNZA right now, and you're maybe in your whatever year you're in, and you want to take up a new challenge, you can go register Chinese language as kind of like your minor. So it would be like your minor, but it would be like a major on its own. So you have something like a double major. Yeah, so you register, and then you'll be learning from Confucius Institute. It's a struggle really, because they kind of have like their own timetable that side, and you also have to balance it with your timetable for your other main major at UNZA. But if you're willing, you can manage. So if you're on scholarship, if you're on BC, that the course will be under your BC. All you have to pay for is your HSK 5, which is like your Chinese proficiency exam that you learn. It starts from level 1 to 6. I hear they want to update it to like level 9, but currently it's at 6, and I have level 5 myself. I have level 6, but I just didn't write. I learned level 6, I didn't write the exam. I plan on writing it, because It can help you get another scholarship and whatnot. But yeah, but from level 3 you can easily get a scholarship. Yeah, HSK level 3, 4, 5. Anyway, so that's how I did my first year of Chinese when I was at UNZA in my 3rd year, and I did my 2nd year of Chinese in my 4th year at UNZA. So when I was done and graduated from UNZA, that was 2017. And 2018, we were scheduled to go there and do 3rd year of Chinese and 4th year of Chinese. So that's how 2018 September I left and went to China. And really, when we're back, when we're here, it was easy. And yeah, it was easy because the lecturer would try by all means to use some English here and there when teaching you. But when we got that side, wow. But I'm going to say it really helped us in terms of fluency and just our listening level. Like, it went up because you're just in an environment where people are just speaking Chinese, and some literally don't know anything in English. So you just have to try and communicate. We would communicate survival Chinese, but as time went on, because we already had basic knowledge, basic Chinese, because we had learned it for 2 years. And I thank God our lecturer started teaching us characters, like on the first day of class, like the characters, like their alphabetical, okay, I can just say it's their Chinese alphabetical order, but they're called characters. They're like 3,000. Really, I don't think you can know all of them. Even in 4 years, you cannot. But it's very easy as you go. It starts easy, but it gets hard as you move higher and higher. But I think it does get a little bit more easier here and there. Anyway, so that's how we were given, after we wrote our HSK level 4, that was 2018. The results came out, I think, in May, and we passed, and we left for China in 2018 September. So 2018 September, we were there 2019 throughout 2018, 2019 and 2020. Yeah. So if you're at UNZA and you want a scholarship to go to China, and so you can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. You can be at UNZA, and then you can take up Chinese as your minor. But aside from that, there are other many institutions. I don't know if there are many anyway, but I know that there are other institutions that are offering Chinese, and one of them is African Future College. Yeah, African Future College. I do part-time work there. I teach English. No, I teach Chinese too. Yes, to Zambians. But there's also another program that's going to be there where you can teach Nyanja to Chinese people. And yeah, so that's the topic. That's what I wanted to talk about, of like how I went to China while I was still at UNZA, and just went to do my 3rd and 4th year in China and got my bachelor's. So I have a bachelor's degree in Chinese aside from my degree from UNZA. Yeah, and it was a great experience. You learn new things, you learn new cultures, you challenge yourself, you learn to do things on your own. It was quite a good experience, in as much, and I think we didn't even have it simple, because if you're doing language in China, it's really hard. For people who are doing other courses, like, I'm not saying it's not hard, but it's a bit flexible in terms of their timetable. So you just really have to be ready and all that. But aside from that, it was really fun. We had so much fun, and I can now speak Chinese. That's the good part. So for this channel, I'm going to be mostly vlogging. It's just going to be vlogging, maybe my everyday life, and just story time here and there, anything. Like, it will just be lifestyle. It will compromise of everything and anything. But at the end of every video, I want to be teaching a bit of Chinese, like everyday Chinese. So we usually used to call it survival Chinese. So for people, anyway, after all this COVID thing is over and all the borders are open, we can easily now just do whatever we want. So for those who want to travel, who want to go to school, if you want to work for a Chinese company, you can just always come to this channel, and there'll be a bit of everyday Chinese that you can always come back to and learn till you perfect it. I'll be putting characters, I'll be telling you how to say it in Chinese, the tones to use, and how you can say it in English, and why you can say it like that and whatnot, and just a lot of minimal stuff in Chinese. So thank you very much, and if you like this video, please, I don't even know what I'm supposed to say. Okay, so if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, comment down below, and what else? Oh, share this video with your friends and anybody else who's interested in learning Chinese. Tell them to come here for more. And that's all. Thank you.